yourselves looking down at the platinum piece that lies at your feet, and you are shocked to find yourself the winners. When you bend down to pick up the actual item, the actual coin itself, each of you then suddenly startled by a bright light that fills the whole entire room, and you find yourself standing not far from one another. In fact, if anything, you're barely a distance away from millimeters away. Damn it. Let's see. And you find yourself each holding a coin, except for Dimitri.
Come on.
He's not holding a coin. He's holding a chit.
Whoa. Yeah, Galteo was looking at her coin until she glances over and notices that. Looks obviously confused.
He looks just as confused, considering that he wasn't sure what he would be getting himself. Okay, where's my pudding?
I mean, I assume that you have the same access to it that Lynn does.
Oh, that's right. I just realized what
you get you many peanuts and many pudding.
He's holding a tin chit. And what seems to be a note. He's looking very much confused and unsure of what to say.
What does it say?
The note says that I'm not able to win Igor's challenge with my current standing. And all I need to do is take this to a adventurers hall, and they can sign me up as an adventurer.
But they couldn't do that before.
Yeah, I don't care.
You gotta...
Wasn't the point he couldn't do other things because
Yes.
as an adventurer?
Yes. But if you remember, it costs money to become an adventurer. It's not a cheap thing. This is a mention. It costs something like 5 gold pieces or something like that, which you afforded without having to worry about because game reasons. Appears that I've just been allowed to become an adventurer if we acquire it without needing to afford it ourselves. I don't know if this is beneficial or not, but as it to your own will.
Yeah, because I remember having this sort of out of character conversation about what the pros and cons of each were, and it seemed like he couldn't do certain things as an adventurer.
Indeed, he can't do certain things as an adventurer, but at the same time, it did cost money to be an adventurer. This is basically a choice if you wish to allow him to become one. That's all it is.
And what were the things that he could do as he is now that he couldn't do it as an adventurer?
He could hide in plain sight, really. As a servant, he basically hide as a servant. And that's what we were discussing.
Yeah, which we kind of needed, at least in Parsantium, because he sticks out like a sore thumb.
Mm. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is needed, but I guess it's a useful thing.
Galtail will just kind of mull it over and then look it over. Do you want to become one?
I'm not sure if it'd be beneficial to us yet. As Galatea is like mulling it over, Lynn is mulling herself over with some mulled wine.
Nice segue. I suppose the...
Sure, the terrifying thing was terrifying, but the spread they put on here, oh, it's worth it.
Yeah. Galtae is being frustrated that they basically let him go through the whole thing and then just to kind of take it away, his victory there.
It is a victory. It takes a lot to actually register as a Adventurers Guild member. It took a large sum of money, 5 gold pieces to begin with, as well as a test and other requirements needed to prove yourself as an adventurer. Along the lines of basically proving that you're ready to become an adventurer, that you have the capabilities to do so, and so on and so forth. So it's not a platinum piece, but it is a secondary reward for something that would have been impossible for him to gain otherwise.
That's fair. Did he just get like an adventurous shit without having to do the creepy mirror thing?
Yeah.
Way to go on that.
Yeah, that's basically it as well. He didn't have to have a mirror read to see his level and all that jazz, because it was actually a thing. Because that thing can fail and prove that you are not ready to become an adventurer.
Well then, if and when you decide that you wish to join us completely, I will back you in this endeavor.
Whenever you wish it to be of being to take an action, I will.
Well then, for now, keep it safe, will you?
Indeed. He pockets the item. A sec. Finish this. Sorry, I thought I already set up the event area.
We should probably see if we can find Lynn before she gorges herself so much she can no longer walk.
Like you know that she's actually devouring something, though.
I assume she was like her when she was helping people with the last test.
Yeah.
Ah, these muffins! You've got to try these muffins!
Right?
I'm not leaving until every one of these goblin cakes is in my mouth! Give me 25 silver!
She has that little box or whatever, like the pouch that she got, and she's just filling it full of pastry.
I love it.
Don't forget the almond backpack.
Backpack full of pastries.
Yes.
I love that you're now basically the Lena inverse of this universe.
So
How's
did
that?
we
That's just how
change
things shake out
rooms?
sometimes.
No. You would have been coming out by now to a few applauses and everything like that, congratulating people, congratulating you on succeeding and other things like that. Though, and basically arriving to a hero's applause. as everyone's name is collected for an actual proper award ceremony. And it's not really an award from the people. It's more of the best tallied in who won and who didn't. You find out that your group is the only ones that were able to make it to the last floor.
As soon as they start gathering names, Galtea puts hers down as Gadia, Gadia, because she's not bringing that much attention to her name.
Mm-hmm. No worries. How's that look? Night event looks like it's on a lakeside, doesn't it?
Still only see the petals screen.
Oops. My bad.
That's okay. I linked celebration. You can check out while he's moving us.
Yes, that's obviously what was I mean.
The fuck is that? You're weird. Either way.
Oh, is that the chickens thing?
No, it's the moth thing that she's just linked in the fucking channel.
What the fuck?
God damn.
I'm gonna check out books and play 'em. I've got this background of the other my guide on it, so I don't know how it properly looks. So, it doesn't look that bad.
I know, the subtitles are amazing.
There's Ide event. You guys see it?
This is the map.
It's the big one down the bottom. Talking about I should make the actual tile so it looks like a city.
Yeah, I was gonna say the world is partially tiled, so
What, this one? This one?
1 second, I'm just reading the map.
well, that's not too far.
No, it's not.
Well,
You can like
what-
shift click to ping the map and draw all. Yep, there we go.
what about that place?
That's the city that you need to head to.
Oh, okay.
Ide event. Which, by the way, is only 1/3 to the west of the border of the actual continent.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, this place is huge.
Excellent.
Ignore all the tiles of where the places are, but this black line is basically the border line. That's down all the way down over here. Oops.
Alright, yeah.
That there is the border of the map.
Okay.
But yeah,
Got a long way to go.
I don't know where you guys want to go. That's the great thing about this game mode, I feel, is that basically where you want to head off to is where you want to head off to.
Yeah, but sorry, what I meant was a lot more to build for the map.
Amusingly, my game has a similar concept.
hmm She says after she made it through us in a time loop.
Aw.
Yeah, but now you have the freedom to get yourself killed in so many exciting ways.
Oh, yay!
I get to TPK you again and again, and nobody gets to be upset.
Oh, yay! I'm
Can't
excited.
remember
You
the name.
excited? We're all excited.
I'm here
Yay.
to... No, you just go, I'm here to bargain over and over.
I wish to make a deal with. I wish to make a deal with.
Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
Don't I need the bug. Pretty much.
What was the name of that city you said that we had to go to become brass?
Idevent or Sokol.
I thought we had to go to
Okay.
both of them.
You only had to go to one of them because you started off with Parsantrum. You have to go to one of the three main cities: Idevent, Parsantrum, or Sokol. But because you started off in one of them, you actually don't have to worry about going to all of them.
Huh. I thought we had to, like, do
Alright.
the trifecta.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
alright.
Basically,
I-
Sonko instead.
yeah, let's go to the one that's on the other side of the map. That sounds like a good idea.
Why
Basically-
not?
Sounds like a fantastic idea. Let's do it, team.
In fact, it's a capital idea.
Oh no.
No. But no, because the idea of the actual thing is to prevent people from living in the small towns, joining the Adventurers Hall there and everything like that, and not exploring the world. It is kind of enforced to enforce them out there so that they can see newer things and everything like that.
Alright, I'm on board with going to Einlet. Right?
I'm trying to remember if that's where we decided where the people from the other houses were set up. Which one? I
Yeah, for you, it is one of the places that you.
think we said that was Divatelia, so yeah, Galtea's on board for that.
Sure.
So that means I need to send a letter pretty soon. How long does it take to get to Idevent from where we are now?
Well, each hex is a day of travel.
Six-ish days?
More than that.
A little under a month.
Not from the tiles.
8
What,
days.
is it a day?
If you follow the road exactly, because each day is about a day's worth of
Oh,
travel.
okay. Yeah.
If you cross over the thing, going from Penn Hill all the way down
Yeah,
to
8
Southern
days, yeah.
Oh, so 8
and all
days.
that jazz.
Damn, so I don't have time to send a letter. That would have been beforehand when we learned about the
Unless you wanted to write it and send it off right now while we get prepped.
No, the thing was, it needed to be probably sent to her mom first and have her mom send it because she doesn't have her signet to add any seal to it.
Yeah, do you want to go back and get that shit?
Yeah, we're not really on a time limit. We can get back to Parsantium if you want.
Might actually be a good idea.
I still also think we should pick up a job on the way, or 4 on the way if we can.
Sure. We could
I mean-
maybe even use the river. Oh wait, no.
was gonna say-
yeah, we could do.
Fiscally, most of the party doesn't need it this much at this point, but
It could always lead to something else, something more.
yeah, and since we're headed out that way anyway, it does make sense to do all we can.
Hmm.
That's definitely not going to break stuff up in some way. Not at all. 1 second.
No, I'm just figuring. I mean, there's an adventurers hall down there because it's
Yeah.
a big city, so we could pick up something for the way down, something for the way back, and really pump our rep on the way.
Yeah.
It's like a plan.
There's not that much on the way there, though. There's the one city, and that's it, it looks like.
I'm sure there's a dirt farmer or two in there somewhere.
That's true. Everybody needs their dirt. Um,
Oh, dear
Oh.
God. you people.
legitimate strategy.
Look at all this skirt.
You see this boy?
One day this is all gonna be
All
yours.
this will be yours.
What? The curtains?
No, not the curtain, boy.
That's the wrong vid. You should be thinking of this. Some lovely mud over here, Dennis.
That
Back in our
also
day, we
works.
slept in hole int ground.
It was an experience, but I think the dwarves do underground better.
Oh, they do. They have the best underground places.
I didn't know you'd been to the mountain homes.
It was a while ago.
Honestly, everyone knows dwarven quality.
Well, but there's a difference between knowing the fine work in their goods and seeing where they live.
I suppose so, but rumors travel far and wide, and I've seen some for myself as well.
I wouldn't mind going back home for a while, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to let me in right away because I kind of got in some trouble before we left, and they kind of were very strong about how I should go. I'm sure they'll do that.
What
I
kind
don't
of
think
trouble
it'll be
did
too
you get?
welcome.
Well, you see, the thing is that I really want to understand how to make things just move, how to drive themselves. I think that the world would be a lot better place if we didn't have to like feed animals and beat them all the time just to make them do work.
That seems smart.
Plus, we could do away with a lot of the hard stuff that we have people doing now, and free them up to do just the stuff that involves thinking, which is the most important work there is.
Okay. What does this have to do with you being kicked out?
So, like I said, I was trying, and well, I am trying, but I was trying to learn how to make things that move themselves, like, in a pretty reasonable, regular direction so that you wouldn't have to have something dragging or pulling it or walking around in circles, right? So anyway, the thing is that I managed to go in a straight line in the direction this arrow is facing, but I didn't take into account the fact that a gear isn't a very aerodynamic thing, and it's going to bounce off walls and things, and that means that the arrow actually points to lots of different directions, and I've got to figure out a better way to deal with that. I think there's probably a way to have it in plane with the surface of the ground. Well, the ground isn't always flat, and what if you're underground?
On top,
Anyhow,
then.
This is the
He was
most
on top.
gnomish thing I've ever heard.
So I was underground, and maybe that was part of the problem there. But anyway, the point is, I made a gear, and then I made the gear go, and the gear went, and it kind of went down the hall and around some corners, around some other corners, and actually off a bridge I didn't think it would have been able to find its way to another bridge from, but it totally did. And then it went down those corridors and into some noble apartments and into some guy's house, and well, he kind of had a chamber pot in his hands at the time, and there is no way I could have known that, and I really don't think it's fair to blame me for something that's that far out of my range of observation. But in any case, he was pretty pissed off, or maybe he was pissed on. Maybe that's why he was so pissed off. Anyhow, they made me go.
Okay.
Galatea is just holding her head, shaking it. I assume she'd heard this all the first time around.
I'm so glad that got recorded. I'm so proud of that.
That was brilliant.
That was something.
That was brilliant. I loved every second of Oh, dear God. Anyway. So yeah, with your prizes and everything held, there's a evening of festivities of celebrating not just one, not just two, but 5 victors of the Eagles Challenge, and probably the biggest loss on Eagle's part. But the amount of money that comes through into his hands because of the challenges, basically, it easily gets up to about 80 gold coins a day. And considering that there's only been about 8 winners over the last, what day are we in? 15th? No, the 27th. So yeah, around the 27th date of the date. Gotta remember to do that. So yeah, he's easily made a lot of money at the same time. But yeah, a lot of people are celebrating the fact that Eagle's Challenge has once again been defeated by a large amount of people.
Yeah, we're the best.
Sure.
Then kind of looks sad for a moment, then kind of puts on a yay team attitude.
Poorly.
From what I hear, you ate your weight in.
There is actually all the losers are actually surprised about the amount that this little gnome ate.
Not surprisingly.
That's true.
You do gain some knowledge. I haven't got it all written up, but
And
down
weight.
anyway, down in the losers lounge, you actually can talk, you actually get a chance to talk to a lot of the people that join you or already there when you arrived. And basically, this gives you some more insider knowledge. I still got to work on Esther's rumors of Pasantrum, but basically, this is other things like different jobs that are available and things like that. Basically, we can talk about things later on. I said basically
Okay.
3 times in a row there.
Basically, yeah.
Basically. I love the word basic. But first things first is my other one. Yeah, I'm a bit... Oh? Oh, that's mean.
No, he's saying he's basics, bitch.
Anyway. So, the next morning, on the 28th of the 9th, you awake. And this is the last day. And there's one last scramble of people arriving to challenge Eagle's Challenge before it closes down. If you remember, I believe I put it down and said that it is a 28-day calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Just double. Yeah, it's a 28-day. So you got here just before the last day. Unfortunately, you can't go in more than once, so you can't challenge it again. But you can see a few people coming up to you and asking you for a bit of your luck. Like a couple of adventurers coming up and go, spare us a bit of your luck, guys. I mean, you did just beat the challenge. How about us? Yeah? Trying to shake you and everything like that.
I'll show them off.
Rub my head, it'll give you luck.
Everyone comes over and rubs your head.
I stick my head out and let them rub it.
Mm. No one's really sure if it would work, but hey, might be a chance to win, so why not?
Exactly. Why not?
I would say I don't believe in luck, but after that, I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah, that was mostly skill, I think.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Talking about luck, could someone roll me a d20, please? D100, actually. First person to roll it. Both of them are high enough, anyway. Okay. One of the things that you won is actually a free ride in a carriage to the closest city of your choice. The closest place of your choice being Hefade, Salven, or Parsentrum.
What was the gem? I think we got a gem.
Gem,
Right.
yeah. You
I think so. There's some kind
Oh,
of
the marble.
marble
Yes.
thing.
a marble.
Unless
Who's
everyone
carrying the
has detect
marble?
magic. Galatea
I
was the
don't
one that
know.
had it.
Galatea,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself holding the marble, like putting it in your pocket or your bag that night, and just by holding it for as long as you did, you became able to understand what it is. It's a bead of force.
Pretty good.
Interesting.
Yes. The bead of force is a small marble. When you can throw the bead, and it explodes, and the bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within 10-foot radius of where the bead lands must make a dexterity saving throw or take damage. And then a sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for 1 minute.
Yeah, they're essentially trapped.
Send you a link of what you just got.
She's keeping hold of that because she has ideas.
What were the remaining potions that were collected?
I don't know.
The only one that got drank was the one of lightning resistance.
Yeah, thunder resistance, that's right.
Sorry, thunder.
AF and
AF?
it says in chat.
AF,
It says AF, AFTR and F in chat, but I'm not sure which one was drunk. I think it's
yes. The TR was drunk, which was thunder resistance.
Okay.
The AF is animal friendship. Potion of animal friendship. Yes, you kind of had a
He likes
feeling
no
that
light.
if you were able to split up a little bit more and go through different challenges, on succeeding those rooms, you would have gotten more prizes.
Mm.
But no, you all have to stick together. In a case of...
And get a lot of gold that we can put towards things.
Yeah, but here's the problem. If you had failed at any point, you would have all been out in one go.
But we didn't
Yeah,
fail.
Damn it. Either way. Moving forward. So those are the two locations that you...
So what was F?
F? F. F? Just straight F, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Cloudy one.
Oh.
Oh.
Pardon?
Flight.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. Thunder resistance. And then you headed to room 9. No, you headed to room 20. Yeah, potion of flying. Yeah, you were able to score yourself a potion of... Doesn't take you much to get those things identified. In fact, for a small fee, there was a few people out there that would have offered it. But yeah, it doesn't take that much to actually work it out. Putting your pinky into it and tasting it to see what the effects are. You had like a little hovering whoever tasted it. But yeah. Just imagine who put that on. It's all villages at town at the moment that are possible. Still need to put roads to some of them. Yeah. So, where are you guys going?
Taking the free ride to Parsantia makes the most sense because we are headed there anyway.
Yeah.
So we can do everything we need to do there and then be on our way.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So the carriage ride back to Parsantrum basically halves the time. Carriage ride's basically half foot travel. So in other words, it takes 2 days to travel all the way back. It takes only 1 day to get back to Pesentrum, where it would have taken you 2 by foot.
Excellent.
So leaving in the morning gets you there in the afternoon. So, arriving back in Pesentrum. What are we doing?
With the giant boar tusk thing, is a maul the only weapon that he's able to make out of it? Forge into?
It was the main one that he could make, yeah. If you have any other requests, he could probably try and figure it out. In other words, I could try and figure it out.
Yeah, like a halberd or something like that, or a pike, or if it can be used as like a piercing weapon or whatever. That'd be cool.
So you return back to Pesentrum and you go off on your own little adventure like that, correct? This leaves Esther here in the city and everything like that to catch up later on.
I mean, Esther has to bake cookies for all of us.
Pretty much.
And everyone else.
Let's
for that
see.
matter.
This is indeed vitally important.
So this is in character. So I can totally come with you guys to Eidenthite, right?
I do believe that was our goal, was it not?
Yes, but I can come with you.
You certainly made yourself useful. I would not see why not.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna go grab all my stuff from the Adventurers Hall.
So are we 10 currently?
You're still 10, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, all you need to do is just visit Adventurers Hall, and there you can actually gain brass rank.
Yeah.
If you head off and talk to Hoki, once again you find him busy, and you find yourself being tailed by some Hikokan thugs of sorts. They don't follow you. They don't engage you, but they do keep it follow to a distance. They do tail you. Arriving at Hoki Smith, you do talk for a bit, and he does inform you, yes, he can make a lance of sorts, if you're interested.
What do you mean, a lance?
Spear weapon.
Yeah, okay. As long as it's a polearm, that's fine.
He informed you that that's value, unfortunately, is more expensive than the hammer.
Yeah.
It is 200 gold.
That's more expensive than a hammer.
Twice.
Ander, we signed you up with our group last time at the Adventurers Hall.
People have kicked me out before.
Alright.
Yeah, the woman behind the counter looks to Anna and says, "Right, so are we ready to look for a new party?"
Not this time. They said I could stay.
Not kicking that puppy.
And you made me richer. She turns around and a few people are already handing over gold coins.
Wow, wow. They were betting actual gold on you.
Did you bet on me staying with this party?
Oh, no.
Okay.
One of the guild members behind the counter comes over and leans over the thing, grabs hold of your thing, and goes, Why didn't you just fail?
I was just good. Too good. Yeah.
Either way. So, Ander just gets this fun little moment. He can make a spear for you. It unfortunately would cost 200 gold pieces, at least.
So was that 200?
200 gold.
Well, and that's including.
That's including the tusk.
Okay.
Yeah, it requires a good amount.
I mean, I would be fine with putting my share to it, but
That's fine.
He does mention something, though. He mentions that you can purchase that of the lower level one. He searches for the word that he's trying to use, and he comes to that lower level expression. At which point he stands up and goes over to a weapon rack, and he pulls off what looks to be a spear of sorts. It has a Bufango pelt, the smaller beasts hide over it to give it design and such. It looks like this. Yes.
so while you're doing that, important question: did you invite me with you this time?
You're welcome to come along. Yeah. I would say where I was going, and you can tag along.
Because you told me about this guy and that he makes stuff from the animal parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I grabbed a whole bunch of bones.
Oh yeah, of course.
She's gonna like raise her hands over her head like she's holding a staff and just go bone stuff.
Wow.
What's that? Lord Marigar?
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what it looks like. There goes. There you go.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose it's quite a meta question, but how is it statistically? What's the difference here?
It actually acts as a lance, but it doesn't have the what's it call it? Sorry. Let's see. It has the reach ability,
Yeah.
and it does have the disadvantage to attacking in the 5 feet towards you. And it requires the 2-hand normal pole arm does. But it does have a few things of note about it. It appears to be a keen weapon. It has a sharp point, despite being made out of bone. It looks to be made out of the Magi beast bones and such. It also has a few other things about it. Durable weapon, and is classified as a master.
So what do those do?
As a masterwork, it gains some traits. And keen allows it to be a +1 damage. And durable means that it has double the durability on it.
Okay, keen is +1.
Yes.
Sure.
Just the damage, not to hit.
What's the masterwork thing then?
The masterwork is basically the classification.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the classification. Right. And then it adds on the 2 traits.
Mm.
It is not as powerful as if I made it to begin with, but if you bring it back, maybe we can find something better.
Bring what back? The tusk again?
He once again struggles to find words. You can see that he's trying to explain it in his best that he can in common, but it's very hard for him to do so. He looks at you and says, better. Upgrade. Strengthen.
Then.
Now, he says, pointing to the lance that he's brought down.
Yes, but you want to. You do, like, the amount of gold you're asking is just like, ridiculous. I mean, I don't doubt the work's good. I get it. But that's not going to be happening anytime soon.
This
could you
here
give me a list of things I need, like other animal parts, and I'll see if I can get them on my journeys.
Of course.
Yeah, totally. Let's get a shopping list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll run across some of it.
Oh, bounty.
And by the
Seems to be
way,
like a magnet.
Well, I mean, we're making the world better by taking scary things out of it, and if we make them into tools for us, then we could be better at taking scary things out of the world.
Sure enough, but they're taking parts out of me.
That's true, and that's why you need to be better equipped. Speaking of, by the way, and she's going to bring out the 6 medium-sized boar bones that she has obtained, I want to talk about staves. Just look at him expectantly.
Okay. Right. So the best that he can explain for what he can do for you with this thing, the lance, is that he can sell you this lance here, and he is asking for 70 gold pieces for it.
Sorry, 70.
70.
Okay.
Upon buying it, he says, bring it back and other. He indicates towards the tusks and such. Make it stronger.
Oh, okay. I understand. Sure. Well, okay. Right, so I've got the plat on me, which is 50 gold. And how much would the tusk be if I was to sell it?
If you sold the tusk itself now, 50 gold is what he was offering.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus.
Plus a chunk for the other one.
You already sold the other thing, I believe.
How much was that for? Do you remember?
I think you sold it for 20. Yeah, you sold it for 20, and that's already been added to your total somewhere.
Yeah, it has. I've 9 gold on me right now. I mean, I think I split it with everyone else, right? At least the 5 people who were there at the time.
Ouch.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you weren't there. That's why I said 5.
Right.
But you'll be there next time.
Yes. Sure.
Alright.
Can I? What do we? 60 gold. Does that sound okay?
What's that?
I just want to go down a little bit on the 70 gold. How much was it? You say?
70.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure. If Lynn can help, that'd be great.
Puppy eyes?
Let's see. 20, so that'll do, hopefully. Oh, is that a -1? Oh, yeah.
$64 gold. Go for.
Sure.
Okay. Moving on to the staff. He looks towards you and says that he could take all those bones and craft you a staff that will look like this. I've got one now for sale, and its value is at uh, value is 20 gold pieces. If you wish to buy it now, but if you wish to make it, you can easily make it for only 10 with all those bones.
And what would he give me what would he pay me to buy the bones?
Buy the bones? He'll give you let's see. Three gold coins.
I'm sorry. This weapon is you say it's a lance?
Yes.
Okay.
1 second, please, guys.
Sure. That's gonna be pretty awkward to use.
But I'll never lose you in a crowd again.
Yeah. Well, before you shouldn't have with the pike. Have you seen how long pikes are?
Okay, that's true, but you have to agree that stylistically this is much cooler than the other one was.
Oh yeah, for sure. Pike's ridiculous. I don't really see how I could actually use this in like close quarters combat. And it's clearly not what that's for.
And that's why we need to get you a riding dog.
Dog. I think I'm a bit bigger for a dog.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, it's just where my mind went. I want a riding dog.
Give me a riding boar. Or alternatively, a bunch of dwarves which can hold up a throne for me to sit on.
I have to admit, there's a lot of style to that, but we should probably only use that in town, because if we take them into dungeons, then they're probably going to get hurt.
They'll have shields, they'll be alright. I'm not sure if a lance is really worth it. If we can improve it and get rid of the special rule for lances, that would be good.
We'll see what we do is we have Galatea and Ender be the absolute front line, and you be stabbing from behind them.
Yeah, obviously that'd be the plan, although I'm not sure how, in practice, how well that'll work.
Sorry about that. Just love it when you get a phone call about a thing that they called you up about 3 months ago, and then they've suddenly gone, "Hey, you remember that thing that you talked about 3 months ago with us? We're just going to go straight into it without explaining what you're doing." Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Yeah,
That's fine.
where was I? Yes, the staff that he is offering. It costs 20 gold pieces to purchase now, but if you use the bones that you are offering, he can easily knock it down to about. No.
I believe
Brain
you
fart.
said 10 to make one with the bones.
Yes, and then he'll buy the remaining bones. So in truth, it would only cost you 4 gold
And how long would it take you to make?
to make. Take him about 3 days.
I don't know if I can sell everyone on waiting 3 days, but we'll be back.
Don't
Okay.
mind waiting.
It will be so cool.
So yeah, if you wish to purchase that lance, Grimnir,
Yeah.
I'll give you the details for it in a bit. But basically, it is slightly different to a normal lance, so don't just write it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Kind of threw me in a loop. I forgot to make one for a lance. Okay. It's green. Special. It's two-handed, regardless.
well, if it's not a lance and just a regular one, that'd be great. But I'll take a lance if that's the only one that's there.
It is, unfortunately. Oh wait.
Well, if you can get rid of the disadvantage, that thing with it, that's what I'm really skeptical about.
It comes with some special properties, and he can't really explain it that well. But in wielding it, you find yourself able to brace it quite easily in one arm, and even thrust with it. You have a feeling that you can't really move as fast. Your speed is reduced by half whilst you carrying it with one arm, but you can then actually attack with it, and probably even wield something else in your other hand, like a shield.
Hmm.
Balance is very.
Would it
very
round
much.
up?
Pardon?
Would it round up movement?
You as a dwarf, you have 30 feet of movement.
Oh, is this something you've changed about it?
All dwarves have 30 feet of movement.
In the playtime book, they don't. They have 25.
They do?
If you say they have, yeah. If you say they have
Oh, yeah,
30,
that's right. They do
fine.
too. Apologies. My brain farted there. Oh, wow,
That's
they
fine.
had 30 feet.
Yeah.
Rounded. It basically means that you move 10 feet.
Ouch. I don't think that's too.
No, 15. Sorry, 15. 15 regardless. It drops you down to 15 feet. That's whilst you're wielding it with one hand, though.
Mm. I could just have another weapon in the other hand.
They do. It basically does only really allow for a shield or a light weapon.
Yeah, it's just that shields are we take an action to equip and unequip.
No,
Yeah. That's what they
interacting with
take.
an item.
No. Shields, if you look at the armor and shields. It says like the donning and doffing time for each for like
Oh
light
yeah,
armor and
apologies. You're
medium
right.
armor.
You're right. You're right.
That's all good. Yeah, weapons would count as interacting with an object, which is why I said weapons, because it'd be easier for me to like put it in two hands, run, put it in one hand, and then unsheath the sword or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Although I wouldn't do that because. Yeah, I consider it. But yeah. Anything else about the weapon?
Charging. But that's more of the thing you'd have to experience in battle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go fast. Sure. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with buying it if you'll take the other task as payment as well as some gold.
Yeah, of course.
Sure. Lynn, I have now 0 use for money. So here, have 40 gold.
Wow, thanks.
Sorry, you kind of surprised me with that. I thought we were going to get a hammer, so that's why my brain was already set with a hammer. So I got to reorganize everything in my head.
Yes, fine.
I forgot that you were pole arms because you also
Yes.
wielded a maul and screwed me around. Regardless, I'll get you that stat block for it in a bit. So it
Yes,
is
fine,
actually a
whenever.
special item.
If we yeah.
And the staff that he offers you, Lynn, it is a quarterstaff, but it has also a trait of also being my brain. Sorry, I was starting through a loop with that conversation.
Your brain? That would be a really weird staff.
Brain staff.
It is hefty.
I mean,
That's gonna be like a cursed item that increases your intelligence.
It's a balanced weapon, sorry. And this gives it a +1 to its hit. So in other words, hitting it with it allows for a thing. It also seems to have the trait. I'm not really sure. Something else seems a bit weird about this weapon as you're holding it and using it, like playing around with it.
at least he lets me touch stuff before I buy it. So what if I send a tiny little trickle of magic into it?
Tiny little trickle. As you do so, the heavier end, like if you notice it seems to have like a blade section. It's not really a blade, but you notice the other end. It looks like a cup. As you send a little trickle of magic to the actual staff itself, it seems to slightly glow. And as you do so, Hoki turns around and says, please don't.
Sorry?
Please don't.
What happens if I do?
You call it.
Call it?
Yes.
Like, call it to me from a distance?
No. Well, yes. Once again, you can see him struggling to explain.
So it's more complicated than a simple physical movement of the object. Is it inviting it to join with me in some way?
Are you talking about the staff when you ask this question?
Yes.
He goes, no, not that. It,
Gonna summon demons.
For the spirit of the creature that died to make it. So I am going to carefully withdraw my hand from the one that he has currently on offer. I'm going to ask him to make one from the beasts that I personally had a hand in defeating, because it feels more personal to me and will be therefore cooler.
Of course.
And I'm not sure how much it affects what you would actually create, but, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate just small little things on the table. Maybe move a gold coin with the mage hand.
Yeah, he's confused why you're showing it to him.
Because I want you to have some awareness of me as a caster while you are creating it. Because this is obviously the first time he is meeting me. And therefore he will have no real background.
He smiles and he says, I understand. These weapons are designed for people.
Okay, I shall spend accordingly. It's gonna be so cool. So cool.
Okay, let's see. Okay, right, so, yeah. So the staff he promises is designed for users like you. So it's not a problem with your spell casting and such. Where was I? Sorry.
Then I shall pay him in accordance with this and tell him to hold it until I return for it.
Of course. Sorry, I don't know. My brain's a little bit at the point. Right. What is Galatea doing whilst these two are shopping?
Well, posted at least half of it was basically giving Kirito his 30 gold after converting the platinum to gold, retrieving a
Yep.
ring, and she's probably just gonna head back. I was writing it up, heading back to the Adventurers Hall, finding a secluded corner to write a letter.
No worries. He congratulates you on paying it very quickly. It's like, why did you even need this contract?
Well, I wasn't expecting them to do so well, but apparently luck was on our side.
Congratulations. Looking forward to the stories. He says without
Of
care.
course.
He returns the ring to you very quickly. In doing so, he pulls out the contract. He pulls out the contract first, reads through it, then reaches into the box and withdraws your actual ring itself. You have a feeling that he wouldn't have been able to do it the other way around,
Yeah, he explained
going
that
for the
before.
ring strip. As explained, the contract is used to explain the different things, for him to actually be able to pull the item.
I wish I could draw. I could try to draw the symbol, but I can't.
No worries. Yeah, you write up your letter. You find that the cost of sending a letter overseas. What did we say
It wouldn't
last
be
time? We said
overseas. This would be once she now that she has her ring, she can actually put a seal on it. And
this is
send
going
it.
to your mum, correct?
This was actually, she was originally going to send it to her mom to send to this person, but if she has her ring back now, she can use her
Gotcha.
signet and have the same effect.
Gotcha.
Basically, her mother was basically giving the little boost that she would need without her ring to get through all the red tape.
No worries. Right. And congratulations, Lee. You've acquired your ability to be part of a party for once. A few people you can see congratulating you as you move through Venture Bold, and a few of them actually challenging you to not fuck up this time. A few of them you recognize as other people that you've dealt with before, and you're still wondering why they even let you go if they're so happy to congratulate you.
I'm kind of wondering if those people we saw the first time that Esther donated some ball bearings to are around.
No, they're long gone. They had other things to do.
Yeah, I didn't know if they'd come back through.
That'd probably be for Esther to find out. But yeah, if you guys spend 3 days, first day, if you are able to convince everyone to stay for 3 days, that's fine. I just need to know what you guys want to do during those 3 days.
Well, I am definitely going to try to convince people that it's at least a good idea by showing off Grimnir's sweetness and insinuating the awesomeness of bone stuff.
Right.
You'll
Need
understand when you see it. It is.
So- I suppose that would leave a little more time to get my letter out to the Lord.
You want to send it before you get there, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Want some making time for.
Okay, and we're looking for a sweet job on the board.
Okay,
Yes,
what
that
type of
sounds
trick?
stunning.
What type of job are you looking for?
Ooh, I'm
Well,
gonna
the first-
looking.
One of the first criteria is that it has to be the way that we're already planning to go, not more than say a day off of the road. I'm kind of asking the party this, like, what do you guys think?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay. Might as well do something with time.
Very well.
Okay, so that's the primary criteria. And then if there are a ton of things that are on the way, then we'll try to find some way to narrow it down more. But if we only have a few, then we should probably just look at what they specifically are.
Sure.
Any more beast killing?
Beast killing.
I mean, I'm just
I mean-
saying that guy makes really cool stuff out of the parts of the beast, and we could totally make a killing on parts, especially if we actually got those harvesting tools. Those are kind of cool. Did you see how shiny they were, Grimner?
No.
So shiny.
They might look fancy, but nothing I can't do myself or
I love
that
shiny.
we could do. Are you sure you
It
two
depends
aren't
on the type of
crows?
thing.
Oh, crows can fly, and they're really intelligent.
I mean, not as
Yeah,
intelligent that you are right now.
well, no, but if you were going to be a bird, crows would be a pretty good bird to be.
I don't deny that.
My computer just. Anyway, let's see. My file. Here it is. Okay. Took me a while to find the damn thing. Found it. Let's see. Okay. Fucking. Sorry, I rolled the same number 3 times in a row. That's weird.
That happens sometimes.
On a D100.
The dice are trying to tell you something.
They really want us to do whatever that one is.
I really hope that isn't 00 house wins.
The bloody. Sorry. Had it all here and lost it. I feel so frustrated because I had everything ready to be going for this whole entire session. And now I can't find a single bit of it. I closed down one fucking book, one thing, and it's all gone. Right. Okay. So feel so frustrated. So the first day of your 3-day hiatus is basically set aside for the current setup, what the next few be. On your first day, you set up for the staff to be created. You are now experiencing testing out your new lance. Grimnir, Galatea, you are currently filling out the letter. When you finish your letter, you realize that you need to send it off. And there is a few different places that you can send it from. Mainly the biggest one is that of, where is it? Dijan's Deliveries. Dijan's Deliveries.
Okay. That's setting up
It's
what's actually
a
written there.
mailing. It's basically a post office of sorts. They can send off any mail to anywhere across the whole entire continent. Depending on how much you paid, depends on how quickly it gets there, how far away it is, and different things. To send a letter to that of Idevent, it would take 3, 7. Take. You have a choice of 3 different options. You have the long travel, which is a cheap cost of only 50 silver. It'd take 9 days to get there. You can have a more faster option. This is the bulk mail. That was the bulk mail, sorry. Usually it's designed for the lower class people. You have an option of like a week's travel. Anything that is over a week will only take a week, is what they promise. And that is at 5 gold. And you can have on the day delivery, which questionable in itself because how do they do it? But it does have a large cost of being about 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, no, the regular is fine, especially if we're staying for 3 days and then taking a job on the way.
No worries. At least that's what's for sale today. I've got to find proper bloody. Sorry, I just think I found the fucking I've been looking for by chance. So, anyway, so and what else are we gonna do today? First day. Are you there?
I mean,
Pardon?
What were you doing on the first day?
More grim now.
Oh, not great. Yeah, and
Andrew's probably gonna keep looking at jobs. Maybe
okay,
go pray for a bit.
no worries. Right. So, what type of jobs are you looking for? There's a few options, but is there any types that you are certain?
I mean, it did kind of set out a definition before.
Yeah, the filter I think we had was anything that's on the way.
Way. Right. You have a caravan trade that is traveling down to Salvan. They are looking for a group of caravan guards to aid in the travel. There's about, from what information tells you, it tells you that there is 6 caravans that need to be guarded. They already have their main guards for each of the drivers. but any additional adventurers that wish to aid in it will receive a partly sum of 68 silver per for the travel, and 8 silver a day included. Added. Sorry.
Okay.
So each day of travel is 8 silver, and full payment 68 silver. Travels. Let's see. There is also a request for a group of adventurers willing to travel into the North Woods to deal with a supposed snake. Apparently, there is a large snake. It is a E-class mission. And
This where is this relative to where we're going? / relative to us.
oh, sorry. So somewhere in the North Woods.
That's another brass quest.
Somewhere in the North Woods, there is a giant snake that is apparently been sighted and needs to be cleared away. There is a caravan trip, which is a basic F-class, 10 rank class mission to Salven.
Yeah. Northwood looks kind of big to me.
And also kind of out of our way.
Yeah. Both of those things, I'm not sure.
Salvin's actually quite good if we're headed to Eidenbite.
Yeah, exactly.
That gets us
Salvin's
almost halfway
right
there.
Well, we might even stop there anyways. It's right on the way. So that's perfect.
There's also a current ongoing unlimited amount of quests for brain fart. What's the word I'm looking for? Culling the goblin horde. Apparently, there is a large amount of goblins in the area between Pass Centrum and Idevent itself. It's in that whole entire area, northwards to the west. Apparently, there's goblins growing in number.
Okay.
Taking them out awards basically 5 silver per goblin ear taken.
Here, we can. Do we need to pick up a quest for that here, or can we just turn in the?
Those ones are basically at any of the ones that are basic. This one is an ongoing quest that is available to anybody. Pick it up, and it is a hand in anywhere that you find this quest being currently requested.
Okay.
You are completely robot voice.
I was wondering if that was just me.
Sorry?
You went all robot-y.
Oh. Is it better now?
Yes.
So much.
Okay. Yeah, we can totes kill goblins on the way down, right, guys?
I mean, certainly if there are goblins and they are vicious, they are likely to try to kill us. And if they're going to try to kill us, then we're going to kill them back. And then we're going to have all these dead goblins on our hands. And generally taking, harvesting them to make things is frowned upon, I think. But ears for bounty
We
is
understand,
probably okay.
Lynn. Breathe.
Besides, if the goblins are doing bad things, that means we need to stop them. We need to do bad things right back. Nope, never mind. Ignore what I just said. Dumb thing.
Just arch a brow at him. Like, what church were you with again?
Shh.
Our Lady of Vengefulness.
Yeah.
She's not upset. I mean, pot calling the kettle, but...
I mean, really, it's the appropriate faith for most of the party. Or at least an appropriate faith. Also, I'm pretty sure I left my drink downstairs.
No.
So yeah, goblins, caravan. Anything else?
Just writing it up right now.
All right.
Sorry, I might actually be drawing the seal or trying to. Because fuck it.
And that seems like kind of a weird thing to do with the seal, but if that's what you're into. Nobles are weird.
Nobles are weird.
I am a noble.
Yeah, but you're one of the cool ones. I mean, Galatea is also pretty cool,
Thank
but
you.
that was weird.
Doing what?
Nothing.
Yeah,
She's
doing
not
what?
actually doing this, I am. So I can have a reference for later.
These are the quests that you see on the way / by that at least stick out. One of the things was about possible other magi beasts, and part of this giant snake seems to be alluding to that of magi beast. Considering that there was apparently some magi beasts in Northwoods already.
All right.
Can everyone see the note that I posted up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Very mysterious.
Such mystery. Much known. Is there another guild hall in F8?
Generally this. In major towns, there's smaller, not as large as the Ventures Bold. Ventures Bold basically is like a 2-story building that is quite large, almost as big as like a twice the size of a normal inn type thing, if not bigger. It's a mixture of everything. Smaller towns have basically your everyday guild, small, attached to a tavern. This one, inn, tavern, big, huge. Brain is so farting today. I don't know why. I apologize deeply.
Have you eaten?
Yeah, not really. just super tired for some reason. And probably because I didn't sleep all that well.
A question about the rewards for the quest.
Yes.
Are all of them per member? I know you wrote down one of them as per member, but
On arrival is basically per member, yes.
okay. And the
Okay,
40
and-
silver per day is also per member.
Yes.
Okay. Ah,
These ones fit your requirements, such as party members and everything like that.
Right. Can we do both this guy's carriage and being caravan guards at the same time?
You can spend the second day finding that out. Talking to this person, you're informed that basically they are traveling in different directions. The caravan guard needs to move straight past a fade. They're not really stopping in except for like a night stay. But the
Okay.
information that you get from the guild hall is that apparently this escort to Hefade is needed for a little bit more deeper into the city.
Okay. Which one do we want to do then?
the least people I have to talk to, the better.
A fade pays better for a shorter term.
What also requires going into a city?
Galatea is also kind of about the uniform thing.
Yeah.
They might be really cool.
When the uniform's ever cool.
But you have to figure to make uniforms for each of us, you'd have to have a tailor on staff, and then they'd be tailored uniforms.
Also, just for clarification, what rank are all of these?
The giant snake in the woods is a E class. Should really fill that out. Sorry, apologies.
You said F.
1 second. F.
Sorry, no, you did say E. Yeah, I was getting them confused. Yeah, it was an E class. I want to kill the giant snake, but it's really out there.
Yeah.
We can do that after we upgrade our jets.
You can take an E class quest.
Sure. If I already have.
Just take note that the giant snake thing is mainly locating. It's not confirming that there is one. They ask for the information about the giant snake is that the reason why they're asking for E class, E ranked members, brass and above, is mainly brass members and such, is that looking for more experienced explorers and that people that know how to look for creatures and such. They advise if you wish to take it as a tin ranked member that engaging with a creature of this reported size it would be ill-advised. Oh, that's cool.
Boring.
That's nice. Is that supposed to be a mountain with a diamond in it?
Yep.
Nice.
I was half tempted to have like dragon wings around the diamond, but that was too much and I couldn't draw it. Plus, I assume the Emperor seal has a dragon on it.
I don't know. I'm leaving in Bathorium to you two, Matt and you. But yeah, let's see. So the two offered things of the traveling, the caravan guards basically are traveling straight to Salven, there is no real stopover time or anything like that. Whilst the escort to Hafade isn't required a actual escort to whatever premises the building that the patron wants to go to. Giant snake in the wood in the North Woods is basically a scout to find out if there is one and try not to be eaten if there is. And the goblin coal is basically, if you see a goblin, kill a goblin. How much did I say it was? 5 silver a year?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
said.
All right, but so the escort to Hafade, is it just one place, or is he expecting us to walk him around for like a week?
No real information is informed. It's just an escort, it seems, at this moment.
Well, if you're allowed to stay out of the city, that would not be the way to do it.
I'm thinking simply the caravan.
Considering that Fade is basically a 2-day travel to the actual thing, it could actually be a case of asking for a lot more out of you or something like that. It's really hard to. Apparently, this is a noble quest. It seems there is a signet, but none of you can recognize the symbol because no one is here.
Not even from being in the, or getting information about the different houses around here.
It seems to be a minor house.
Okay. Either way, Galatea would feel like she was being a little too conspicuous in that case.
Real house that's. So, what's the plan?
Ender is kind of ambivalent about which one to take. He's not super keen on nobles, but we'll take whatever.
One thing that I don't think I've explained, is that there is actually a chit that is worn by nobles. Gold chit, and it has a different symbol to that of other gold chits that Ventura Gold members actually wear. One of them is being worn by Grimnir. Do you actually show it visually all the time, Grimnir?
No,
Not really.
no, I wouldn't show it.
Yeah, just letting you know in case I didn't explain it.
Well, Galatea's vote would be the caravan, and then potentially any goblin stuff on the way.
Does anybody else have strong opinions about which one we should do?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Alright, Galatea is apparently the only one who has strong feelings about this, so caravan it is, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fine with caravan.
Yeah, they were the same strong feelings.
Alright, cool. Let's go sign up for the caravan then.
Okay.
I did kind of want to see the uniforms. I said I did kind of want to see the uniforms.
Oh, you can try and convince her.
No.
It's like French made. Even the guy.
Okay. Shame. That was actually going to be a fun one if you actually did it. So, heading over to the Three Jugs, you find yourself talking to the caravan master. He's a slightly plump gentleman. He doesn't really explain who he's from, but he informs you that it's a very simple job. They're only expecting the short travel. They supply horses if you wish to ride a horse. Of course, you can also sit alongside any of the actual drivers themselves if you wish to be so. They inform you that they are able to. No, there's no riding dogs in this game.
What?
No.
Are you
Unfortunately
saying
not.
St. Bernards don't exist?
You haven't seen any. One second, please. Dimitri needs a top hat.
Cover the horns.
And I still need to look for scrolls.
Okay. They're planning to leave tomorrow. This is well. No, they're planning. They're planning to leave tomorrow. This means that you will not be able to be out. This
Not be able to.
means that you will be missing out on getting your staff. They're planning
Which means-
to leave on the 1st. Today is still the 28th. No,
That's
no.
a disappointment.
That's if you want to do this mission now.
The caravan is unlikely to wait.
No, it is not.
It'll be here when I get back.
Mm-hmm. They'll be here when you get back. So yeah, the caravan is planning to leave tomorrow on the 1st, and they expect that the trip will be a quick one, and there'll be very little progress on the way down. It's only a 6-day journey, so they're hoping to hit there before the first week is over. Welcome back. Oh, I should probably say
to me,
that they're leaving tomorrow, by the way, on the 1st.
I mean, that's fine with me. I don't know what you guys
It's
are.
mainly for Grimnir, because he was away and I just realized it.
Why was that be an issue for me?
It's not an issue for you. It's more along the lines of that
You weren't around to hear
Lynn
it.
would not be getting her staff. You won't hear that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a shame about the staff.
It is that.
They're hoping to hit Hafade on the 2nd day. Do a stopover to supply for their horses and everything like that to get feed and such. Then do the last 4-day travel to Southend as a solid trip. That's their plan anyway, as they explain it to you. Oh, that's a shame. New place, Chip. Sorry. You're more than
The
welcome to
shame
join
is that
them.
I will not have the awesomeness of the bone staff with me, but I can
No.
wait.
That is a problem. But yeah.
But when I come back, I will be more awesome, and thus we will be more awesome together.
Yeah, they're planning to leave at first dawn. So it really wouldn't give much time, considering that it's late after at this moment.
run quickly to a hat shop and then get ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
So, scrolls.
You've
Because
heard,
I.
you've heard about a shop in Parcentrum that is nearby that of Curios. It's called Gillian's Runes. Over.
Well, I will make myself look all spiffy
Mm-hmm.
and head on over.
Yes, sir. Fuck.
Hmm?
Sorry, one second. Excuse me. Oh, you gotta be.
No, I am 100% serious.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Are you just trying to start your own circus?
I'm trying to improve my mind. It's something I've never done before, and I'm pretty sure it's possible. Also, I'm thinking about how Mage Hand works, because it is, in and of itself, pretty awesome.
Well, I have no idea how it works, but I suppose that's true. Seems quite useful.
you fucking kidding. Where is it? It's right here. I swear. Here.
A file that big? It might be very useful, but now it is gone.
Sadness.
Oh, that's right. It's on the fucking tile. Oh, shit, Tucky mushrooms.
Okay.
Those moments when you forget where you put the fucking damn information. Instead of putting in a fucking handout, I put it on the... I attached it to the fucking token.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
So, Gillian's Runes. As you enter the store, you find it to be very much of a magic shop in the way that it is set up and shown. There is a few different blades, weapons and tools and stuff like that displayed on beautiful arrangements. And you see that they have these rune-marked edges and everything like that, handles on quillions and the blades themselves and different edges of the staves and that. You see them covered in runes and everything. It seems that this store runs in the line of making weapons being marked. You find also different suits of clothing and armor. Much like the armor and tailor shop that you visited before, these ones here, though, are marked, rune-marked items as well. You also see a pigeonhole box set, like on the wall mount, pigeonholes and everything like that. Inside it is scroll after scroll with a little name tag underneath it and everything like that, and such.
So Lynn's eyes are gonna fall on this, and they're just gonna get bigger and bigger, and her iris or her pupils are gonna grow and drive her irises back.
As you look around, pretty much. So,
I am become Big Eye, Small Mouth, Destroyer of Worlds.
what are you going to look at?
Well, I am particularly looking for any wizard rituals that I can cast.
Wizard rituals. You can see that the scrolls themselves are currently a lot of the boxes are currently emptied with a little sign that hangs over it, out of stock, like that. You see, let's see. You see fairy fire for sale, a scroll for light, for floating discs, alarm, hideous laughter, fog clouds, inflicting wounds, magic missile, good berries, mending, comprehend languages, a wrathful smite, jumping, finding familiar, and mage armor.
Okay, would I be asking too much to ask you to make a list of prices?
They all have a price at 5 gold each.
Okay, and I did not hear Unseen Servant listed there.
That one there is currently out of stock.
Unfortunate.
Yes. There is a woman that is cleaning the place about and all that, and if you see a few other adventurers looking about the store, looking at items and such. But yeah, there only
Okay,
seems to be
so-
one person that's manning the store.
Well, I am happy to pick from a selection of what I already heard.
Give you a list. Let's see.
Yeah, comprehend languages, I think, is the only ritual I heard.
Also alarm, also floating disc.
Oh, yeah.
Identify was not there either, unfortunately, nor detect magic.
Yes, these were the ones that were there when I first generated these things. Two. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. hit Control Z and undid the whole entire thing I just did. Here's the
Can you
list.
do Control R?
There you go. It's how many is there. Copy.
Jump would be a great ritual. Unfortunately, it is not.
Why do you need a ritual?
Because they don't burn slots.
Just finishing off the damn scroll list to
Of
share with you
course.
guys all what's for sale at the moment.
Actually, half the party is night blind. More than half of the party.
Is what?
Night blind. You don't see very well in the dark.
Ah, right.
Well, solving problems is one of my jobs as party's magic practitioner.
I'm certainly glad to hear that. I don't quite care how it works, as long as it works.
Okay, this is basically what you see to see.
Oh shit, find familiar.
Okay, the ones that have names and basically descriptions are the ones that were asked about when I first created this list. That's frustrating that I didn't save this properly.
Well, it looks safe now. They have a lot of cool stuff. I should tell the rest of the group about all the cool stuff here.
Hmm.
How much are the rune mark daggers?
The rune mark daggers are priced at. So what's not installed? Rune mark daggers. They are currently priced at. Myself, how much I look at how much I price things to begin with.
Yeah, I think that might be something for Esther.
Two gold pieces. Well, it depends on actually what you get, but they basically start at 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, I don't know that I was planning to buy one now, but it's always good to know that there are shiny wizards' last friends here.
Yeah. And I can work out details for a basic top hat for Dimitri offline, basically. Online,
I
but
feel
offline.
like I didn't price these things properly.
Hmm?
I don't think I priced these things.
We're not going to be looking at most of them until later. But there's a caravan.
Indeed.
So yeah, but 5 gold pieces is the price of each of these scrolls. Magic. You have a feeling that magic shit is expensive.
I understand.
Feeling that I go through this all over again and just rework the pricing.
Yep. You don't mind me.
Alright. So. Caravan, or did anyone else need anything else?
I have no objections against caravanning.
That is the plan. Which is good, because I need an opportunity to work on my juggling. It's important to expand your skill set, you know.
I certainly can't deny that.
Okay, so quick question. No, that was Esther that I gave all that information about the different fucking gangs in the dock ward.
Mm-hmm.
Stop filling these things out. Anyway, so what scrolls do you buy? So I know.
I put a list in chat.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
But it doesn't matter if you did or not, because they're in chat indefinitely.
Indeed, fucking.
You'll be in chat until you die.
Someone please kill me. I'm having a really bad day today.
Do you perhaps want to stop and rest?
No, it's more along the lines of just misclicks and fucking crap like that. So you're buying Tension's floating disc, alarm, comprehend languages, jump and mending, and light. Oh, jinkies, that's a good amount. But hey, you spent 30 gold.
Ooh, twice the mending. Galatia's
I'm
fine with
helping the
this.
economy.
Yeah, she can be like Lynn and Lynn and Dimitri mending stuff on either side.
Lynn, as you leave the mercantile quarter and you start heading towards the bridge, a gentleman moves towards you, and you can see that he's carrying a bag which has a lot of rolled up pieces of parchment of sorts inside it, and he extends a hand out to you. Little ma'am, are you heading out into the wild soon?
Yes.
Wonderful. Have you got a map? You need a map to explore the wilds and to explore the world around you. Ma'am.
Sorry about that.
He says, as he says this, he pulls out a map, one of his scrolls, and as he does, he unfurls it, and it's a map of the continent. And as he does, he holds it up to show you and everything like that, and he starts pointing out different things and everything like that, and such. Could you make me a perception check, please? See here, did you know that this location here is actually unexplored? He says, drawing his finger around a certain part of the map. Many adventurers need to find a lot of different things and such to explore and loot and wonderful prizes and rewards.
Wow.
What?
Fabulous.
I'm just saying, was anyone with me? Do you leave me out on my own?
You did win up, guys.
Yeah, you did.
You're just happy to see something terrible happen to someone else.
I am. Yes.
This can only go well for you.
Well, fuck, Lynn's getting kidnapped.
Stranger danger.
I will happily sell you this map here, my dear, for only 20 silver pieces.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Of course, of
I don't really
course.
need a map right now.
He pauses for a moment as he looks towards you, and then he smiles and goes, "Oh yes, of course." And he rolls the map up, and it's a shame, and definitely indeed. But I wish you luck in whatever adventures you travel forth through in the future. As he does so, he whisks away and starts bothering somebody else.
Okay. Scared.
Damn it.
So, Lynn, as you're crossing the bridge, the smell of a kebab store hits your nose and your stomach growls and everything like that. As you head back to Venturer's Bowl and the Seven Jug Caravasi where everyone's waiting for you. No one would mind if you get yourself something now, would you? Would they?
Probably not. And they do smell good.
Hmm.
Who's getting what now?
Okay, so you approach the kebab store.
Yes.
Okay. You see that the price is a very simple, low price of only 2 silver for a simple, small kebab, gnome-sized. Of course, if you want a human-sized small, it's a little bit larger. It's not racist, it's just that it's a very heavy meal, it seems, as you look at
It's
the
a matter
and
of
that fills it
scale.
up. Hmm?
I said it's a matter of scale.
It's a matter of scale. Human small is gnome large. So,
And I reach for my small coin pouch.
how much do you have left in there?
Well, the small coin would be the silver, of which I have 91,
Mm-hmm.
and 8 coppers.
Yep. Yeah. That's gone.
Knew it.
Yeah, that whole small coin pouch is gone. By the way, where did you store your scrolls when you took them from the store?
Those would have been in the given how much I value them, they would be inside the cube at the bottom of my backpack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No worries then.
Yeah, I'm not just like walking out with a sheaf of them.
But yeah, you were robbed.
Always something.
I can't believe you let me go out alone. Haven't you learned not to trust me?
Do you need like someone to go with
Apparently
you?
not yet.
I need an adult.
Technically, you are an adult.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't need one still.
She needs another adult. A different adult, if you will.
And there's an adult. We can get into extremely enthusiastic problems together.
We are gonna have the best split party adventures. Which is good because while the loot on this one was pretty sweet, the cost of it was high.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Still,
give me-
I've learned something. Street map vendors are not to be trusted.
Hey, he was selling a legit map.
You mean he was distracting me with a legit map?
Yeah. It's a subconscious thing. Whenever anyone speaks of money, especially silver coin or something, speaks of money, you immediately put your hand towards where your money is.
Yep.
Which basically
And I
screams,
have,
this is where you store your silver.
yeah, and I have a -1 to wisdom, so yeah. And I crit failed. I really have no room whatsoever to complain, and I am not. At
Okay.
least I did not get kidnapped and sold to like Shanghai.
Sold into gnomish slavery, my god.
Who knows what they would have wanted me for?
If you were anywhere else, like for example the Paul Ward, you might have been a little bit more fucked over that way, but because it was the Mercantile Quarter, different.
To be fair, they'd probably give you money to go away after a while if they didn't kidnap you. Just talk their ears right off.
That is a legitimate strategy, and if I had more time, I would definitely be in favor of this. Like, if we were going to stick around for the rest of the 3 days, although we're not going to stick around for the rest of the 3 days because the caravan is
That
leaving,
was
we're going
a
to go with the caravan.
hypothetical situation and a rhetorical mention.
I feel within the
Oh, sorry.
first hour of Lynn being kidnapped, she's gagged. She's
She'll use a
gagged.
minor illusion to talk for her.
Gagged, bound, and tied up, blindfolded, and put inside a sack, and then just muffled. Either way, give me a second, guys.
Do
I'll be
I
back.
know Morse code?
Toilet break.
Sounds good.
Because
Okay, back in a bit.
I have to say, Morse code would be pretty useful in that situation.
Yeah, actually. Morse code on the wall or something.
I think there's a good chance that it would break their sanity.
Right, I'm back.
Same.
Cool.
Okay.
Also, I bet you totally got robbed by Tingle.
I mean, he was very light on his feet.
Fucking Tingle. It's been so long.
Headcanon accepted.
Headcanon accepted.
Well, you didn't get robbed by Tingle himself. Robbed by someone else.
It was Link dressed in the Tingle outfit. They're like a gang.
The Tinglers.
But you know what you can put on your pouch from now on? An alarm spell.
Yes.
Or heck, I could see Lynn probably like tinkering like a physical device. Like air horns. Bwah, 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 bwah. Or like, bwah, 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 bwah. You are being robbed. You are being robbed.
That's magic mouth. Magic mouth.
Well, there you go for the future.
Okay. So the next morning comes after Lynn returns, a little bit disappointed that her coin pouch is missing, or more disappointed that she couldn't buy the kebab, unless she bought it with a gold piece. Did she buy it with a gold piece?
No, I went without.
Went without. Punishment for failing to make notice.
Yeah, no, I stood outside the store and yelled.
Yeah, I thought so. Regardless, did everyone make note of how much they had to pay for their rooms and where they chose to stay?
Shall in a moment.
There's these inns in the caravan ward.
Okay.
There's two main ones. The Venturer's Bold offers rooms, but there's like a 60% chance of getting one. And there are other inns and taverns, caravan wards that are smaller, shoddier, out of the way, and everything like that. They have a value to them, but can't guarantee any.
I'll try my luck at the Venturer's Bold.
Sure. As you come to as it's approaching nighttime and you come to the counter, one of the folks that behind the counter, one of the guildmen, he comes up and says, and let me guess, room?
Yep. Still got any?
Roll me a D100. To 60 and you get it. Of course we do, and always a room available for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
We practically have a nameplate on it for you.
No, but it is the exact same room you've been staying at ever since you arrived here in Passantra.
What great guys.
We call it the Ander Special.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm just gonna crash there then. I'll meet you guys in the morning at wherever you guys are staying.
There you would be heading to the Three Palms, which is basically the merchants' inn and where merchants are found.
Okay.
Galte usually goes to the Caravasi or Caravanserai because she has friends there. You can't not visit those lovely people who own it.
I just realized I should probably fill in the other side of the river because there's actually a road that heads down that side. And that's the road that they're taking. I forgot to put it in. I'm sorry, guys. Girlfriend's talking to herself. She's going to stop with the sun. She's so angry. Don't really care, whatever. Fine.
We're telling people on the other side of the planet that she's talking to herself.
It's just adorable listening to the inaudible. She just gets frustrated over and over again. Fucking random generator.
I mean, when it comes to talking to yourself, I'm sure you do that a lot too. You could say as much.
Oh, I do as well.
It's called
I
NPCs.
do myself. Yeah. Pretty much.
She is just DMing a campaign in her mind, and she is talking through all the NPCs.
Pissed off bastard that's not giving her the fucking thing that she needs.
Hey, that's an insult to us bastards.
It's Igor. Ever played Persona 4?
Oh, heck yeah.
Persona games, I should say. She's dealing with Igor and the fucking making personas.
Igor.
Yes, and the amount of times that she gets exactly the skill she needs on the on the summon, and then the fucking summoning of the actual persona fails.
But she gets to listen to the Glorious Velvet Room theme a lot.
I know, I love it.
Such a good song.
It's not going. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's a week's travel from the other direction. But considering that they would have to deal with the annoying Imperial Quarter, they decided to head out the other side.
That's probably for the best.
I can't remember. Was there any boon from getting the breakfast and dinner from the Caravanserai?
Yeah, there was. I'm just trying to think what it was. It's not directly straight desert there. Outwards than it's desert. Either way. The boon from the Caravanserai is basically the first that the day itself is experiencing with Constitution, or Constitution saves are at advantage.
Cool.
Yeah. Basically, any fine meal is Constitution save at advantage.
Like they did well in the challenge, treat yourself.
Pretty much.
That's fair.
Actually, this is road that heads out that direction to that town. Why is this tile? So, you meet up with the people at Three Palms, correct?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you're introduced to that of the caravan master. You talked to him last time. His name is Fulcher. He's the lead driver to the front thing, followed by his 5 other drivers. It's a very large caravan, and you have as you look about, you can see that there is in total 10 people that usually man this merchant train. They've already hired 3 other guards, as they say, indicating towards what appears to be 3 elves that are communicating amongst themselves in English as they keep to themselves. You're introduced to not only Fulcho, but you also meet Pinter, Julian, Magnus, Alinda, Anora, and their aides, which is Mari, Sophie, Ota, Kari. The elves, they haven't gotten their names because they don't seem to speak Elvish at all. Common at all, I should say.
Curious.
At least that's what
They
Fulcher
speak
says.
Elvish.
I too speak Elvish.
Fulcher apparently is not didn't bother to learn Elvish for some reason. No, he knows. It's just that these people aren't giving their names, I should say.
That seems rude.
They're here to escort them, and that's their business.
Right.
Okay. So the first day of travel. Let's see. First day of travel as you leave the actual city of Palsantrum leads off quite simply, hitting the crossroads within half the day and starting to head towards the western part. Travel is actually quite smooth as the carts move forward, and you are allowed to. They lend you horses if you request it. Of course, you can easily walk. They move at a slow but comfortable pace. A fast but comfortable pace. So who's on horseback?
Yes, sure. I have a lance after
Can
all.
we hit the ride on the actual caravan vans?
Yep. Yeah, you can easily
Gotcha,
also
right
get
there.
one of those.
Andrew will go on horseback if he gets the chance.
Yeah. You're all welcome to ride horses. Apparently they're bringing back some horses themselves, and a few of them are designed to be riding horses, so there's no point not having them ridden. Beasts of actual riding stock, so they need to be ridden so that they're comfortable.
Would a horse even notice me?
Could you roll me an animal handling check if you want to hop on a horse?
I think I might just share someone's horse.
You can share mine if you want. I'm fine with that. Although, if anything happens, obviously I'm going to be riding in to kill the things.
As expected.
Well, that'll be an experience.
Join me in
Of course.
killing the things. I'll watch it close up and personal.
I still want a mastiff.
Yeah,
I should probably
unfortunately.
learn to ride horses. I mean, it's not learn to ride, but like in general, we use one.
You find yourself very comfortable as you carry your leg like that on a horse. Right. First day of travel passes easily. The elves present no problems or anything like that, as they seem to ride in a small group. They already had their own mounts and such. The elves don't respond. They do respond with, "We don't have time to deal with you. Go away," in Elvish.
I'll reply back in Elvish. Well, that's just rude.
It's none of your business. Yeah, none of your concern.
Anna rolls his eyes and rides away.
Yes, my elves are French and pompous.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
I'm glad Dimitri is no longer French then.
Yeah. Okay. So, the first day goes past easily, and there's no problems during the night as they set up. They tell you that there is a stopover about 2 days away, where they'll be restocking water and such. And that's on the coastline, just here. Object.
Note that we still only see the Parsan.
Yeah, we're still in.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, you're currently heading out this direction. It's not desert in these two tiles. It was poorly built by me. The grassland is not pushed back that far.
Right.
But yeah. So from what you can tell, the three elves are 2 males and a female. They all have their hoods up most of the time.
They're all just so pretty.
Oh god, no. Yeah. Self-centered and everything like that. Their mounts are well groomed and such. It seems like they bring their own. They brought their own. Did not need to borrow like plebs like you are. Who do you ride with, Galatea?
Galatea was on one of the caravan things.
This is the list.
Oh.
Oops, the elves aren't supposed to be there, but fuck it. Interestingly, it separated the things into different posts as well.
Good job, roll 20, I guess.
Yeah, that worked really well.
Yeah. From what you can tell, overhearing them talk to each other, you do find out their names: Irun, Vesper, and Alaya.
Galatea's probably up with the merchant group.
Furcher, he's the caravan leader. The rest are just drivers that work under him.
Alright.
He explains that he's a small-time merchant. He doesn't really have a company, but he is growing, he promises. Promises that he'll grow at least.
I certainly look
The
forward to seeing
current-
this growth. Of course, she can't really... She's just saying it to be nice because she's not sure how long she'll be around to actually see it.
Yes, of course. He informs you that he basically is working upwards from basically nothing. You hear his life story and like that as you ride with him on the first couple of days. Do you swap drivers? Or do you split up with him? Because every chance he gets to talk to you, he tells you about his life story.
It could be worse.
Maybe after a while, but...
He could be talking about corn.
This is very
Because
true.
corn is always interesting.
No, he's not. Not a farmer.
How about with one of the women drivers?
When you swap over and when you move to her caravan after dealing with after riding with Fulcher, she gives you a look of, I know.
Oh, girl, I get you.
I understand. Right? I know why you're changing caravans.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully she's a little bit better dressed too. They can at least swap fashion tips for the area.
Either way. Who's riding where around this caravan? There is like 6 wagons. They're usually about 2 abreast. The elves ride to just but I hate your long name on the character sheet, Leilin. God fucking damn it. My bookmark bar keeps on fucking with me every time I try and move between different pages.
Oh, damn, those are big horses.
Why? That's about the size of a horse.
Looked bigger at the time.
It's loaded. Fuck. You. Sorry, none of my tokens. hate when I accidentally push something bloody mark bar. Takes me out of everything. I think I just need one. These are draft horses, by the way, that are pulling the wagons.
Aha.
So that's why they're much bigger. So who else has horses? There's one for Ender.
And the Grimnir will be riding one. If there's one.
Grimnir.
Yeah.
Grimnir, here's your horse. Who else is riding a horse? Lynn is riding with Grimnir, of course. Estra's not here. Where's Dimitri? Yep, gotcha.
Over there.
There's also a couple of horses being pulled by the wagons, tied to the wagons. Okay. And that's Fulcho, by the way. He now sits by himself. There's shit in the wagons, of course. I just can't be asked to get that.
Of course.
You're currently riding with Nora?
I figured she or Linda, whichever one.
Sophie. But yeah, there we go. So that's the wagon itself. God, I forgot that carts aren't fucking right. There we go. Fuck it. Yeah. Prettiness. Fuck it. Anyway, so that's what we're looking at.
Cool.
So the wagon's doing that. Quick and dirty.
So about how far out are we from the stopover?
You're about a day's travel. Stop.
Okay.
Fact. Second day travels. Second days of travel. I can do this quick. It's just that sometimes things just fall apart on me, and misclicking doesn't help. Okay, so second day of travel. Not much is a problem. Move through. So
Let's just keep an eye out for things as expected of us.
much. Okay. Can I get everyone to roll me a perception check, please?
Yeah, there's a shocker.
Lynn continues to be observant.
Okay. Second day passes trouble. That night you guys experience, could have sworn you heard the sounds of something on the horizon, or at least nearby, as the night passes. Those who take watch and swap with those that don't, and such.
Something in particular, or
It's hard to make tell. Let's see. Grimnir and Ander and Galatea. You three all awake in the middle of the night if you weren't on watch already to the sound of something scurrying in the undergrowths nearby. When you question those that are on watch, they inform it's rabbits. So that you've been told.
waking up to rabbits.
Dimitri's worries when you wake up and alert. But moves on. The stopover itself is a very small homestead and meets with an inn of sorts, a wheelwright, and small farm located nearby, which allows for supplying of the hay and things. Is there anything that you guys want to do on this trip? Talk to anyone or
Well, I am getting some time walking and practicing juggling in.
practicing juggling?
Practicing juggling with the addition of Mage Hand, so I am three-handed juggling.
Building up those deck skills.
Oh man, I wonder if I can get my unseen servant to juggle, and the two of us can juggle back and forth, and it's like I'm juggling with an invisible spirit. Oh, that'd be awesome!
You really are trying to start a circus, aren't you?
Should I not?
This is the second most underprepared stuff I've ever had. I don't know where I am today. I apologize terribly for myself. Okay.
Do what you like. Perhaps you can make some coin from it. I'm not stopping you.
Roll me performance, please, Lynn. With advantage because you're using a spell, but a concentration check as well.
I mean, it's not a concentration spell, I don't think.
Yeah, I
Nope.
know it's not a concentration spell. It's more along the lines of you have to use Mage Hand to actually do it, so you're using three hands.
Right, so-
Performance check, your concentration check is a 1.
Where's my concentration check?
Basically, it's
I didn't think I rolled one.
no. Your concentration check will be a 1 to beat a 1, as long as you don't roll
Okay.
a 1.
So what am I actually rolling for it? Because it does a con-based check doesn't quite seem right.
Let's still use con. Con for concentration.
Fuck yeah!
Okay.
You're a
Your
boss.
performance with these things entertains everyone at the stopover, as you expend all your energy and concentration on pushing through and getting through this three-handed juggle. Occasionally, your mage hand will catch a ball in a weird position to the point that it looks like you've thrown it too far, and then all of a sudden it stops in the air, and then in the spectral hand and everything like that, and it throws it back into the mix, and then picks up another ball and everything like that. You just keep going further and further into a strange meld of craziness.
People are throwing coins at you.
Copper coins. There is tons of.
Totally taking a bow when I finish.
At the end, you find yourself collecting up copper coins from those that watched and everything like that, and you gain 54 copper coins.
Sweet.
Quite literally, the challenge was whatever the out of 20 your performance check was, the remainder of the 20 was your difficulty for the concentration check. Not only did you roll high with your performance, you rolled higher constitution check. From what you can tell, Galatea, from the conversations you have on the 3-day trip that you've so far had, Parcentrum is basically it's a self-sufficient type city. It doesn't really have much in the way of farmland coming in, but it has a large drag of money flowing throughout the city that it can easily buy whatever it needs. The Imperial Quarter is basically run only by those in control, but gives the illusion, even the commoners can see that the illusion of the noble party's council and everything like that is just to keep them satisfied. The actual ruling parties of Parcentrum basically keep it running smooth. That's why it doesn't really fall apart.
Just curious whether they'd ever heard any gossip about goings on with the noble families over there or anything.
Not these guys, no. Andy, you converse with a few of the caravan crew and everything like that. The elves basically still give you a snub turn away and like that. Could you roll me a just wisdom check, please? A survival check.
Survival check.
Yeah. Okay.
Same mod.
Same. Okay. No.
Okay.
There was going to be something.
No.
Hmm?
Not with that. There isn't.
Not with that. There.
Must survive that smackdown you're about to have. Sick
Some of
burn.
them show interest of your stories and such, but after that, not much from things as sticks instead. That it's more like they listen to until you shut up.
Aw.
Oh my god, you just have a long back and forth with that one caravan leader who tells you his like story over and over again.
Yeah, basically, it leads to that case of it was a pass the buck. It was really a pass the buck. Each one of them would go, "Oh, have you heard about this? Hey, you know who would be interested in that, Andy? I'll tell you who." And they point to somebody else, and you go over and start talking to them. And
No. I feel like after a little while, he'd probably pick up on that and just stop.
oh no, this is over
Seriously,
the
you're
course
like
of the
the
3 days.
puppy.
Yeah, no, he'd probably pick up on that after a day or so
Really,
of
you
getting
just gotta
shunted
go
around the
from
caravan.
Gotta go for what's his face. Galtae could tell him about Fulker.
Sorry, this is just how you've sold me your character, so sorry.
No, that's fair. I'll get a better. I need to actually get around to writing like a better summary and a proper backstory for him and stuff.
Sure.
It's all
It's just so adorable.
it's all in my head. It just needs to go on paper.
I'm terribly sorry that today's been a bit haphazard.
Oh, no worries. I know
So-
that feel.
Is there anything else that you guys want to work out? Is there anything in the stopover? It's a small little store as well, so if there's any supplies that you wish to purchase yourself, the meals are sort of supplied as each day they share their food and everything like that. The elves stick to themselves. It doesn't stick. It's not like they're hiding their actions. They literally don't pay much mind to anybody else.
Okay.
What sort of things can be found in the stores?
The store has your basic supplies, such as rations and rope, pots and pans, and stuff like that. Is there anything particular that you're after?
A gnome-sized rope harness.
Rope harness. Yeah,
It's a joke.
they sell gnome-sized saddles. There's actually a
No,
pony.
no, 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 no. Rope harness, like I'm thinking like what you put on little kids with a leash to keep them from running off.
That's still not a bad idea.
I mean,
No, they
if we'd
don't
had
sell
one of those, I would not have lost in the trial.
Yeah,
You
it's true.
did have one of those.
Yeah, you
It
put.
was
you
only
just-
haphazard, though. It wasn't like a
It didn't have a
purpose-made
child
thing.
safety lock.
Yeah, a gnome safety lock to prevent. I can just say now.
But you
To
have to
prevent your
admit, is
gnomes
at
from
least
wandering.
you have to admit, a gnome safety lock could be much more complicated and interesting.
To prevent your gnomes from wandering into death and danger, buy yourself a gnomish harness. Bind your gnome to this today, and they'll never wander away.
I feel like a gnome safety lock would be like one of those like contraptions that are really overly complicated. I can't remember the name of like the technical term for it. Like Rube Goldberg machines.
No, even worse. It looks complicated to a gnome, but it has the most simplest answer. But for a gnome, they're looking at it going, oh my god, this turns, that turns, this turns, that turns, and all it does is just make noises.
Oh, so it's the opposite of a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, basically. To a gnome, it's the most complicated lock ever. To somebody else, it's literally just a click. It's like the obvious answer a gnome would not notice.
It's one of those useless machines where you hit the button, then it opens, hits the button again, closes itself. You have to hit the button, then it opens, closes itself.
Pretty much.
How to keep a gnome busy for hours.
Put it in a corner and then tell it. No, but brain's not working today. AO is going to be interesting, I can tell you that much.
No, we definitely know the one about being put in a round room and being told to pee in the corner. We're wise to that one.
Too many of us have fallen for that one.
At that point, you pee in the middle of the room to assert dominance.
Either way. Yeah, the stopover doesn't really have much in the way of advanced items, but it does have some basic gear.
Because I
Needed.
might have been curious about like something healing.
Potions. There is a small selection of salves. Let me just get the information. Moment when you scream at yourself, it's in the thingy. Okay, what you have is a That's this thing. Gotta remember to get that. You find yourself looking at a couple of salves. They're little jars, like just get it for you. Petroleum jelly. You know what petroleum jelly is, right?
Yes.
Those kind of things. Those type of containers. The big flat, tall one, flat ones. There is
So
a
as big as your head?
Alright, how much for the Vicks Vapor Rub?
What this is a healing potion that you can use outside of battle to heal up. I have the information somewhere, and I just got to put it. Those moments I wish the others would. Let's see. It sells at currently selling 38 silver. No, 48 silver, sorry. $48 silver you can buy a healing salve.
Can I possibly haggle that down to 30?
Let's see. Just flat 30.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a persuasion.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, everything is for sale at its price, my dear.
You can't blame me later for trying.
No. Can't blame me for selling at its price.
Said 40.
So, roll me a d6 plus 2. Just roll me a d6, sorry. Okay, never mind. Take the 6. It's a full jar. This one does not have anything different. What a salve can be used for is it can apply a healing potion outside of combat. It can heal you for... No, wait, sorry. It's 1d12. It's the contents. Confused. I've put so much different information to. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, what it can be used for is a healing potion that can be used outside of battle, but it's not as powerful as a high-ranking healer. It deals, it doesn't do 2d4, but it does 1d12 plus 4. So at max it can get 16, but at worst it can get 5 back.
And how much is
And it
in
can
one
be
of the
used-
full things?
6 doses of it.
Okay.
That-
How much was that again?
48.
Alright, should get one
No,
of those.
6 will do. 6 will do.
Okay, should get one of those.
Does anyone have any healing potions?
No.
Okay.
Altair
Just to
does.
note,
Altair's stocking
Galatea
up.
does. Those healing potions. I want to just quickly rehash the information about how healing potions work in this world. It comes in a flask, and a flask is basically 4 doses of the actual potion itself, right? The healing potion. But instead of doing 2d4 plus 2, it's only 1d4 plus 2. But there's 4 uses of. Okay. The
Okay.
other potions, the potion of flying and the potion of animal friendship, are in vials, and these are called tinctures. They're basically a one-shot drink. Okay. But it does. Let's see it. Potion. So those that are carrying the potion of flying and the potion of animal friendship, could you please make note that they are tinctures of flying, tinctures of animal friendship, please? Okay. Does anyone else have any other potions? So you should have a tincture. Tincture. How do you pronounce that?
Tincture.
Tincture. There we go. That's what you got so far as I'm aware. Unless you got something else. Is that correct? Those are the potions that you guys have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lynn, were you copying any of your scrolls into the book?
I was intending to, yeah.
Okay. Oops. That requires a certain type of. You
Certain
aware of
type
that?
of
A special type of ink to copy into books, which is quite expensive.
no doubt.
You could have bought some at Gillian's Ruins as well. It's basically 10 gold pieces for a vial of this ink, but it does give 10 copies. Basically, it's a gold piece per copy. I think it is.
I'm just gonna have to hold off on that then.
Yep. Yep. Easy as. Okay, yeah, the stopover does have some basic healing, like a couple of bandages and stuff like that. Basic healer's kit.
I got one of those. Just stocking up, just in case.
No worries. How many salves did you want to buy? You just want one?
Just the one for now.
Right, anyone else want to do some quick shopping? No?
Oh, for now.
Okay. That's cool. Anyway, let's see. Moving on. That night you spend at the stopover is quite comfortable. It's probably the first time you've been in the bed since you left South Central. It's not the best quality, but it's a bed. In the morning you have a quick meal. It's for sale at the stopover. The cost of the stopover was actually only just $5. It's not expensive. Luckily, you didn't need to worry about feeding the horses, as they are actually underneath Fulcher's responsibility. No worries. Everything's just popping up on me. The next day of travel down the road. The night passes. Can I get a please have everyone roll me a perception check? Okay. Okay. So what do we get? Galatea, Dimitri, and Anda this time awake in the middle of the night as they hear a sound. Strange sound. It's hard to make out what it is, but it doesn't take long to work out that something is approaching them far from where you are.
Start waking people up just in case.
Yep.
Psst, wake up.
I'll divine sense.
Okay. So,
Basically, the important things of that block is celestials, fiends, undead, or unhallowed ground within 60 feet.
no worries. You don't sense any of the undead or anything like that. You sense a evil creatures that seem to have a sort of malevolent English. Sort of. Someone help me.
Bad guys.
Malevolent.
Malevolent intent.
Malevolent, bad.
Yeah, let's go with that.
They're bad people, is the important thing here.
Yeah, waking all the
Sweet as. Now, the horses aren't bound to the actual carriages themselves. It's just that I can't be asked to get the rest of the actual images.
Okay. Where do I sense this malevolent intent coming from?
Just set up where you guys are. That it's just dropping. So So the elves themselves have ducked off this section where over there. You're all over really around here, conversing and that and such. You've woken up. You sense it coming from this direction over here.
Okay, I did not see a ping or anything.
Sorry, that direction.
So south?
Southwest, yeah.
Okay. I will relay this to everybody. Something's bad. Something bad is coming from the southwest.
Should we move the rest of the caravan over?
Maybe. I don't know if we have time. I'm gonna head over that way and start trying to look around a bit more.
Go with him.
Who else would have seen? Somebody want to start waking people
Dimitri. Yeah. I assume we were like waking people
Okay.
up while you're divine sensing.
up? Yeah. Okay. Um. Let's head over that way then and check it out.
We'll have Dimitri give her a light source on her maul and then follow him over. Have Dimitri stay back and prep any long distance spells.
Okay. Can I get you three to on these two wagons that are on this side of the road? The horses are bound not far from you, and as you approach the thing, approach the actual stuff, they start to panic quite visually.
Do not want frightened horses around while we're doing this.
They seem to be pulling in your direction.
Let's try to get on the other side between them and whatever the heck they're seeing.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and calm them down a bit as well. Shh, 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 shh. It's gonna be all right. It's okay.
Roll me in,
Okay.
please.
Well, I tried.
We got a potion, that's about it.
Let's see. Filling in these things. By the way, you've seen that these guys are not combatants at all.
They're
I
what?
know why they hide you. Yes. The guards, caravan. Anyway, combatants.
Yeah.
Right.
What are the elves doing?
They have not moved.
What are they even being paid for?
Wow, wonderful.
They can't even help the
Actually,
horses.
drafts. Let's see. Q. So it's going to kick at you, and it hits for a 2. Doesn't even hit you. You dodge out of the way as the draft horse kicks out towards you and everything like that. But you can see that they are straining at their bindings that are holding them to the tree or whatever it is that they were bound to. Galatea and Grimnir, could you please roll me a perception check, please?
Places I don't want to be while this is going on. The ground.
Grimnir,
Yeah.
you hear the sound of something moving not far from you, probably easily within 30 feet, just ahead of you. A strange noise, a chattering voice. You both also smell a strange smell that you can't really describe. The area here is thick with tree and thickets that it makes it really hard to see through it. Considering the terrain, if you say you are hiding behind a trunk, you will have half cover.
If Grimnir points out a direction, yeah, she's gonna find a tree and keep an eye.
Prepare your weapons, everybody.
Okay. Can I get everyone to roll me initiative, please?
Okay, but if we're going to fight, could we do it like next session? It's pretty
Oh, yeah.
late now.
Oh, apologies. I just realized the time, yeah. My apologies.
What the hell, Dimitri?
Plus, I
Why
still,
are you 3.01?
I still need you to give me the stats on the weapon too.
Yeah, I still got to give you that too. But yeah, there's going to be a next session. Gives me
Okay.
time to set up. But yeah. I am terribly sorry, guys. I was so out of today for some reason.
Yeah, no worries. Happens.
Like, I was prepared, and then all of a sudden I sat down and it's like, you don't know what you're doing now. What is up with you rolling points?
I have no idea. I don't know why it's doing
Got
this.
something in there about
You have tiebreaker selected.
Yeah, you do. You have tiebreaker select.
which would do it.
Tiebreaker? Option for it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Whichever has high dex goes higher.
How do you do tiebreaker?
It's on one of the
I didn't
pages
make
of
his
the
sheet.
sheet.
But yeah, it's in the yeah, it's a section for send
Yeah, it's in the
tracker
gear.
break ties.
Break ties.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Plus, also, we can teleport Esther in as well.
Hooray!
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yay.
Either way, I left off.
I am
Yeah.
terribly sorry for my shittiness. This terribly sorry.
Get some rest, yo.
Yeah, go to sleep, dude.
I had the most disturbed sleep, and I thought I was fine when I woke up, but nope.
Nap time.
Have that time. I'm ready for AL.
Second nap time.
Last couple days. I had all this shit prepared in my head, and all this crap should be easy to find, and then when I go and looking for it, game says "fuck you," and I'm screwed
Yeah, it
over.
happens. See ya.
So angry at myself.
Yeah, don't worry about
It
it.
happens.
Yeah.
Shitty day, shitty.